Let's now start with the power Darcicano. When you practice the basic Darcicano, you will realize that it's a strong technique, but your opponent sometimes can move away with his body and can pull his knees in and can create distance, and so you will lose the position and you will lose the effectiveness of the Darcicano. I'll show you what I mean. So in here, I get the Darcicano, basic version, and he's just turning to me. You see? So one more time. Even if I'm pretty tight, even if I'm here, let's say I put this tight and I'm here, even here he can do it, you know? Even here he can come up and, you see? So this could be a problem, and this, against experienced guys, this will happen. And so my version of power Darcicano is the version I use for rolling and for sparring, is dealing with that problem and is, in my opinion, 10 times more powerful. And that's what I will show you now. So put your hand here. Let's see here. So here, he's turned to his side. I get my first control position. Don't worry, I will show it from different positions, but that's the first position. So what I do is, I pinch it and I turn, put my arm on this side, and finish. So he is not able to turn. So let's start again. He's turning to his side. I go for my first control position. Actually, it doesn't matter which one, but I show you from all, you know. So here, I move over, I put this arm on the other side, on my arm, or on my elbow, I turn, and attack. Let's put the head here. So let's see what I do. I'm here, Darcicano control. From here, what I do is, I'm moving around, put my arm or my elbow, and then I push the arm. What I'm doing is, I'm not just turning. I'm not doing this. I bring this arm away from his body, like I would do with the Americano. So we have a 90-degree angle here. You see, not like the basic version, but here. And then I apply torque and twist on the shoulder. So here, Darcicano control. I move, put my hand or my elbow down. It's actually tapping. You know, if I just grab it here, I could go here if I need to. And could control it and break his arm. So even if he's smart, and even when I do the Darcicano, let's say I'm here, and he's grabbing his own hand. Grab your one next time. Even this happens. If I'm here, he can't hold. This is the power Darcicano, and this is the version I use all the time. This is the combat version, you know, one more time. So I'm here, I move in, Darcicano control, I move around, put my arm on the ground, elbow can be also on the ground. I move his triceps away. This is the power Darcicano, which is the version I use all the time and which works very, very well. For the first position, that's the way you do it. The next entry is from the stock position. Stock position comes from wrestling and isn't that much used in jiu-jitsu, but recently I saw some high-level guys playing around with the stock position from side control, so I guess it is now recognized in jiu-jitsu and is used in jiu-jitsu. And the way I do the Darcicano now is different than before, and I will give you some ideas. I'm honest with you, this is not my main way of doing it. The main way of doing it is always going for the arm that is far away from the body. I shouldn't say far away, but I will show you what I mean. The arm where you usually do the Darcicano, that is, or the Kimura, that is usually the way I do the Darcicano. Now, I show you a different attack, different Darcicano on the other arm. And I will give you my ideas about that, and I show you why I use the stock and not regular side control for this. So, let me show you. Put your head here. So here. And now I'm not going to attack this arm. I'm attacking this arm. So what I'm doing is, I've killed the arm, like here. And now I want more control. You know, more control. What I do is, I go here for the stock. You know, I bring this hand, the fist through for the stock. And that's a pretty strong position. It's a neck crank, it's just you don't feel well. And you can straighten it even more. I'm just doing gently because he stays a little bit in it. So what I now is, I move a little bit to the side. So his arm, you see how his arm comes forward? That's what I want. What I do now is this. From here I could move over, or just switch here in this direction. Finish off here, sorry. You see, the key point here is to get a little rotation of this arm. If I would keep him flat on his back, and I'm here, and I've killed his arm, yes, I could try to get it here, but it's hard. You know, he's flat on his back, his arm is not rotated. Against someone who has no idea, it might work. Against a strong opponent, it doesn't. That's why the stock comes into play. So I'm here, and I'm moving this over, and I'm coming here. This is strong. Now he's on his side. This is good for me. Now, always manipulate the lever at the end. So the head is a great lever to manipulate the spine, like you know maybe from my guillotine guard videos, you know. So it's the same. I manipulate the neck, and now I move a little bit up. And by moving up, this arm comes forward. Now, this is what I want. Now it's an easy thing for switching, turning, and finishing. I admit it's not a nice jiu-jitsu-like technique, you know, it's a little bit harsh, a little bit dynamic, but nevertheless, it's pretty dangerous, it's pretty effective, I would say. So one more time, here I killed his arm, and I don't want to stay here. So I feed his arm up, I go here, I turn on my fist, that's what I want. And now his arm is straight. I don't want his arm straight, so I need to move a little bit. This is what I want. When this happens, when I feel that his arm is right at my armpit, this is the time for me to say, okay, switch it up, over. Don't need to move. Just turn, come over, finish it off. One more time. Here. I'm here. That's even if you see, you know, I'm here and try to control. I'm here. I just push it up, wrap, over, tight. Good position from here. Bring this arm forward. That's the key point. Slide up, inside, over, turn, hook. Finish with Darcicano. This, you know, like I said before, it's not rough, but you have to do it in a dynamic way. And if you do it in a dynamic way, it's pretty effective. You have to understand, when you do it the basic way, when he's flat on his back, like I showed you, it's hard. Because when someone is flat on his back with a straight spine, and his shoulders parallel, and his neck in alignment with his spine, he's strong. You know, he can resist a lot. But if you bend someone like you do in a stock position, and you bend his neck, he's weak. And that makes it much easier to apply his extremities, like his arms, you know, in this case. So yeah, try it with the stock. It's a good way, and you'll see that it's very natural for you to get into this Darcicano on the other arm.